Despite being one of the stars of the Disney Plus series The Mighty Ducks, Game Changers, Disney has opted not to renew Emilio Estevez's contract for the second season because he refused to take the first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. Actor Emilio Estevez has denied being anti-vaccine and said his departure from a Disney TV series was nothing more than a good old-fashioned contract dispute. Multiple media outlets reported that Estevez was leaving The Mighty Ducks, Game Changers comedy drama due to a disagreement over a vaccine mandate. However, he has issued a lengthy statement denying his departure ahead of the show's second season was connected to a refusal to have the jab. In December 2020, the young Black Panther actress Letitia Wright declared that she will not be getting the vaccine. She posted a video on Instagram making claims about the vaccine's effects. The Black Panther star posted a link to a video whose host said people taking the vaccines would have to hope it doesn't make extra limbs grow. After being criticized on Twitter, she said she wasn't against vaccines but it was important to ask questions. Her opinions haven't changed since then. Kyrie Irving has been sidelined and removed from the team by Brooklyn Nets because he refused to be vaccinated. He said he still hopes to return and play for the Brooklyn Nets but that, "This is about my life and what I am choosing to do," as he explained his decision to not receive the COVID-19 vaccine. Irving, speaking on Instagram Live, said he is neither pro-vaccine nor anti-vaccine and that he fully understands the ramifications of his decision. Irving said, "But it is reality that in order to be in New York City, in order to be on a team, I have to be vaccinated. I chose to be unvaccinated, and that was my choice, and I would ask you all to just respect that choice."
Everybody's entitled to do what they feel is best for themselves, and putting me as a hero or painting me as a villain, sort of say, or going against the vaccine mandates, like that wasn't my intent at all. And to be sitting in this seat here and seeing, the way that this is dividing our world up, being vaccinated or being unvaccinated, it's just sad to see. It's creating a lot of division, a lot of confusion. A lot of people saying things that are untrue. We're not giving space for each other to speak. You got doctors out here working hard, physicians out here working hard, and everybody's trying to do what's best for them and their families, which I respect. And I'm always going to put that first. Everybody out there, it's not, listening to me or making this about me or painting this picture like, yo, I'm the voice of reason, so you should do this. Nah. Like, it's just about staying real and staying true to who you are and making the choice for you what's best. Everybody has their own family. Don't believe that I'm retiring. Don't believe that, I'm going to give up this game for a vaccine mandate or staying unvaccinated. Don't believe any of that shit, man. Like really be aware of what's being said before I even get a chance to be on the podium and speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these people saying all these things about what's going on with me, and it's just not true. Pay attention to what's going on out in the real world. People are losing their jobs to these mandates. People are having to make choices with their own lives, which I respect. And I don't want to sit here and play on people's emotions either. Just use logic. What would you do? If you felt uncomfortable going into the season when you were promised that you would have exemptions, or that you didn't have to be forced to get the vaccine. This wasn't an issue before the season started.
Eric Clapton has been a prominent opponent of vaccinations. His reputation had already been tarnished by his pandemic denialist views, and he just announced that he would no longer perform in locations that required the vaccine. It will, without a doubt, limit his possibilities. Clapton was emphatic in his statement, and said, "I will not perform in front of a discriminated crowd on any stage. I reserve the right to cancel the show unless arrangements are made for everyone to attend." Eric Clapton has put out what appears to be a musical rant against pandemic restrictions and vaccines. The animated music video for the legendary guitarist's apparent anti-vaccine anthem, "This Has Gotta Stop," features an evil puppeteer and protesters brandishing signs reading, "Liberty," and "Stop." Comedian Rob Schneider is a vocal opponent of vaccines, saying on Twitter, and I quote, "Just say no. And continue to say no." Rob Schneider took to Twitter for a rant in which he advised his more than 938,000 followers against getting vaccinated, after hearing the news that a third vaccine may be required to maintain efficacy. Pete Parada, Offspring drummer, quit the band in early August 2021 after deciding not to take the COVID shot a second time. He said on Instagram that he is unable to comply with what is fast becoming an industry standard, being vaccinated in order to join a music hall or club. Pete Parada said he suffered Guillain-Barré syndrome, a condition in which a person's immune system attacks their nerves. He claimed that his health had gotten worse following the initial vaccine, and he wasn't willing, nor did doctors recommend getting another dosage of COVID-19. He stated, "The risks significantly outweigh the advantages." Singer Ian Brown has been vocal in his criticism of the COVID vaccine, using his Twitter account to protest the idea of a vaccine passport and railing against the use of masks to prevent the spread of the virus. In March, Ian Brown pulled out of a festival appearance because he refused to play events that accept vaccination proof as condition of entry. In his recent Twitter post, he criticized the UK government for introducing mandatory vaccination and passport for healthcare workers, stating that care workers and NHS staff are amongst the lowest paid workers, and forcing them to take untested vaccine to keep their job is unjustifiable class war. Jim Carrey is a longtime supporter of the anti-vaccination movement. The actor has spread the theory that vaccines cause autism. However, he has been more discreet when it comes to COVID-19. In January 2021, Jim Carrey posted an ambiguous tweet when Larry King passed away. He tweeted, "We lost someone very precious to the virus today. Let's do everything we can to keep each other safe." He did not mention the vaccine, though. Singer Richard Ashcroft, from The Verve, has been vehemently against playing venues that have any COVID restrictions in place. This included any pilot events or events which required a COVID pass for entry. He pulled out of several festivals because he refused to play in concerts with restriction. He made his opinion about vaccination quite clear, saying "they don't own me," and using the hashtag #NaturalRebel and hashtag "they don't own me." Actor and rapper Icecube was supposed to star opposite Jack Black in the comedy Oh Hell No. However, according to a report, he decided he would rather step away from the project than comply with a production mandate to get the vaccine. He was reportedly asked to get vaccinated at the start of the production by the producers, but he chose to stay unvaccinated and walked away from a $9 million salary. The British singer and rapper, MIA, announced in a series of tweets that she is an anti-vaxxer, beginning with, "If I have to pick between the vaccine and the chip, I'll take death." In another Twitter post, she said that most of science is linked to business, and that the best thing to do against the coronavirus is prevention. She claimed that she regretted having vaccinated her son, who is currently 11 years old. While MIA previously tweeted that she'd choose death over a coronavirus vaccine, she's now clarified that she was mostly taking issue with the big pharmaceutical companies that manufacture the vaccines. She then posted a tweet saying, "I'm not against vaccines. I'm against companies who care more for profit than humans. I care for better track record that proves this. I care that African countries are not always the testing ground. I don't want it coming from banks, tech, hedge fund sector, and I want a choice." Broadway star, Laura Owen, said she quit a one-night benefit concert set for late August 2021 because the theater required actors to be vaccinated against COVID, and she has decided not to get the jab. She also said that she and her husband have not gotten the shots because there is so much that is still unknown. Please like the video, share, subscribe and turn the notification bell on. Thank you.